Hey guys, welcome back to Just So Bored Again. I know it's been a little bit, but we're gonna do a quick video. And this time we're just gonna change out this fan. It's starting to make some odd noises. So we're just gonna go ahead and change it out. And this is what we're gonna get, or what we're gonna put in. Just bought this at Home Depot. Costco also had them very similar, really nice. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so first things first, kill the power. You can kill it at the switch, but I recommend killing the breaker because you never know who might come in the room. So we're gonna start off by removing this part here. It's just snap like so. We're gonna take off the screw here. We have two more on the other side, and that'll drop this down here, and we'll be able to get to the fan and unwire it, but we'll get to that. I'm also gonna remove the light down below. Just take off a little bit of that weight because that glass is a little heavy, and it'll make it easier to take everything down. All right guys, so I took off the screws on both sides. This came down. It was a little stuck, so you had to wiggle it, and you'll be able to access all your wiring. Now, to my fan, there's a little bit more of a trick. I gotta also remove these screws down here, and that'll have the light come out. Now, I really don't have to do that. I don't think I'm going to. That just helps you if you want to reduce a little bit more weight. But I think I'm just gonna unwire it and pop it out. Okay, I just unwired everything. And just show you a quick trick to a lot of these fans, not all of them, but at least mine. You remove the remote control here. Mine's completely unwired. Just go ahead and toss that. Let me see if I can get in close enough here. See that ball? That's the only thing holding it up. So this bracket here is bolted onto your ceiling, to the box actually. But the ball is the only thing that holds it in. So actually all you're gonna have to do is lift the fan up out of that ball and out. And let me show you if I can lift it with one hand. See how it's coming out? I just gotta lift it up and out, and that's it, the fan's out. All right guys, fan is out. As you can see, I took it out, like I said. It's just this ball up here that lays in the bracket. Let me get back up here. Here's a bracket. We might be able to use this bracket again. We will see with the fan that I haven't opened yet. But all that does is that ball just lays in here, and the weight of it holds it in place. But let's see what we got with the other fan. I'll start getting it together, and hopefully it just goes right in like the other one does, and we'll just wire it up and it'll be quick. Okay, so the bracket is similar, but not the same. So let's see if I can bring it in here. See? It's a little bit different. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it out just to make sure I don't have an issue. So the bracket's really easy to change out. You just have a screw there and a screw there. They're just kind of thick screws, almost like bolts that get bolted on, almost like a lag bolt. They're pretty long. So they're just gonna come undone, and then I'll replace it with the other bracket, and we should be ready to start putting it together. So here are the parts that are laid out for you. This is a 6 blade, the screws to install the blades. Now the instructions call for me to go ahead and install this first and then put the blades on afterwards. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually install 3 of the blades just to make it a little easier. That shouldn't get in my way. And I'll just show you along the way what I mean. It might make more sense after you see me start doing this. So let's get started. I'm gonna put 3 of the blades on and we'll start hanging it. So here's a little progress. I got 3 of the blades in. I installed the down rod. The down rod's easy. All you gotta do is you run the wiring through the hole you have, and then you literally just screw the threads on. Now this one has a set screw on it right here that you had to back out. Hopefully you can see that. You back that set screw out. You make sure that you screw this all the way down, and then you actually put the set screw in when you can't go anymore. And you have to do it with pliers. You don't do it just hand tie. It actually calls instructions for pliers. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this now, and I'm gonna mount it. So it's just gonna lay in that bracket that I showed you earlier, and we're gonna wire it in. Now, just so you know, a lot of these come with a lot of wire because some of them have large down rods depending how you want to install it if you have a high ceiling. I have a regular, I think 9-foot ceiling, so I just need the small down rod. I didn't have to buy the extra one. So I'm just gonna trim the wires when I get up there. Okay, so there it is. Let me see if I can get a better angle so you can see. It's seated in there. You got your wiring there. I cut the wire down a little bit. I have the remote here, or the receiver. This is just gonna slide in like so, into here, and I'll fix the wire right now. I'm just showing you for general purposes. But I'm gonna go ahead and wire it. The diagram's pretty self-explanatory. Hot, neutral, grounds, the remote. You have to wire a few extra wires in, but like I said, the diagram shows it to you, so always follow your diagram to make sure you don't destroy your remote or the fan or pop a breaker. All right, so there we are. I wired it in. This has 2 screws on 2 sides just to cover the wiring. This will protrude a little bit, but that's fine. That way the wire doesn't come out. Some have a covering, a decorative covering, just cover that, but it's fine with this one. So right now I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna finish installing the last 3 blades. You install it from down here. Just slide them in, 3 screws each. See if you can see it on this one. So I'm just gonna do it for the 3, and then we'll do the lighting system. Okay, blades are in, and that was extremely painful. My shoulders hurt from trying to get the blades in because it's hard to hit the holes while trying to hold the blade. But I finally got it. It only took me like 25 minutes to get 3 blades in. If you can do it, I recommend doing it on the ground and then hanging it up. I know it's kind of difficult because then you can't get around the blades to get the wiring in, but oh, good Lord, that was hard and painful. So next step, we're gonna move into the lighting. The lighting kit's pretty simple for this one. It comes with a base that you have to install as 3 screws, and you see that connector there. Here's the lighting. This also hooks up to that connector, and I'll show you here the back side. So this has a connector right there. It's like a 9-pin, 9-prong, or 9-hole. And you just connect that to there. And this has also 3 screws that you have to set. And I'll show you here after I get this up and I'll install the bulbs. All right, I got the lighting system in. I put the bulbs in. So the last thing to do is I am going to put the glass cover on, and then we will test it. So next time you see it, hopefully it's spinning and lights are on. Got the cover on, got the remote, it's already paired. So I'm gonna hit the lights. We got light. Let's try the fan. We got fan. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna do is just go ahead and install the little bracket for this on the wall so we can find the remote instead of losing them like I do all the time. But there you go. Hopefully that was a little bit of help. I know I didn't show everything. It's just difficult with only one hand, but hope you enjoyed it, and catch you next time when we're just aboard again. We make another video. Later, guys.